finally check it out. The alley was narrow, lined with old brick walls, and felt strangely quiet, as if it was hiding something. At the end of the alley, Asha found a tiny door covered in ivy. It looked so small, like something out of a dollhouse. When she knocked, to her surprise, the door creaked open, and a friendly voice called her in. Inside, she met Mrs. Meadows, an elderly woman sitting in a rocking chair, knitting a scarf. The room smelled of lavender and was filled with old books and quilts. Mrs. Meadows welcomed her warmly and offered homemade cookies. As they chatted, Mrs. Meadows shared forgotten stories of the town, the families that once lived there, and a garden that used to bloom every spring. But then, Mrs. Meadows revealed something surprising: she hadn't lived there in years. In fact, she was a memory of the past, a figure tied to the alley, waiting for someone curious enough to listen. Mrs. Meadows explained she didn't want to be forgotten. She had been waiting for someone to remember the stories that made the town special. In gratitude for Asha's kindness, she handed her a shiny button and said, "Whenever you feel lost or unsure, hold on to this button, and it will help you find your way." Asha, touched by the encounter, promised to visit again. As she walked back through the alley, she felt a warm connection to the town's forgotten past. From that day on, whenever Asha passed the alley, she would wave at the small door, knowing it would always be there, waiting for someone to rediscover its stories. Thanks for watching video. Please subscribe.